you've optimized the algorithm. The big O notation is mathematically perfect. But in the cold reality of the production environment, the server is choking. You look at your standard observability dashboards, but they all return the same vague verdict. Latency is high. This is the wall every serious engineer eventually hits the limit of high-level intuition. We are taught to treat our code as a sequence of pure logical instructions, but the hardware sees a messy, physical reality of branch predictors, cache lines, and pipeline stages. When your APM tool tells you that a function is slow, it is only describing a symptom. To find the cure, we have to stop looking at the software abstractions and start looking at the interface where logic meets silicon. We need to establish the ground truth of what the processor is actually doing while your code is running. Most developers rely on wall clock time as their primary source of truth. We wrap a function in a timer, subtract the start from the end, and call it a performance profile. But time is a deceptive metric. It is a derivative of 1,000 variables that have nothing to do with your code context switching, thermal throttling, and background OS noise. If a function takes 10 milliseconds, was it actually doing work, or was it just waiting for a turn on the core? High-level profilers can show you the call stack, but they can't tell you if the CPU was executing instructions or spinning in a void. This is why common industry intuition fails us. We assume that if a CPU is at 100% utilization, it is doing 100% work. In reality, a CPU can be pegged at full utilization while effectively doing nothing, trapped in a cycle of waiting for memory that never arrives. To understand why utilization is a lie, we have to look inside the execution pipeline. Modern CPUs don't just run code in a linear fashion. They fetch, decode, execute, and retire instructions in a complex, out-of-order dance designed to keep the silicon busy. A single instruction might take dozens or even hundreds of clock cycles to complete if it is a hardware snack. The real ground truth isn't found in your source code or your logs. It's found in the retired instructions, the ones that actually crossed the finish line and committed their results. By using tools like Perf on Linux, we can tap into hardware performance counters that track these events at the hardware level. We can finally see the instructions per cycle, or IPC. If your IPC is low, it doesn't matter how high your clock speed is, your hardware is just burning power without making progress. Let's talk about the stall. This is the silent killer of high-performance systems and the primary consequence of ignoring the hardware-software interface. A stall occurs when the CPU is ready to execute an instruction but is missing the necessary data or resources. Perhaps it's a level 1 cache miss, or even worse, a main memory access that takes 300 cycles to resolve. During those 300 cycles, the CPU is effectively dead weight. If you are building high-throughput systems, these stalls are your primary enemy. By auditing our code with tools like Valgrind's CacheGrind, we can map specific lines of high-level code to these physical hardware failures. We stop asking, is this algorithm fast? And start asking, is this data layout cache-friendly? This subtle shift in perspective changes the way you write every line of code, moving from abstract logic to mechanical sympathy. Establishing the ground truth requires a specific methodology. It starts with perfstat. This command gives you a high-level summary of your program's execution cycles, instructions, branches, and cache references. When you see a low IPC, typically anything below 1.0 on modern hardware, you know you have a bottleneck that no amount of code refactoring will fix unless you address the memory hierarchy. From there, we use perf record and perf report to sample the hardware counters and find exactly which functions are causing the most stalls. We look for cycle spent waiting rather than just total time spent. This allows us to distinguish between a function that is slow because it's doing complex math and a function that is slow because it's poorly laid out in memory. We are no longer guessing. We are auditing the machine's actual behavior against our architectural assumptions. In the end, establishing the ground truth means moving beyond industry dogma. It means realizing that many clean code abstractions come with a hidden hardware tax extra pointers, indirection, and branchy logic that no high-level linter will ever flag. By mastering low-level profilers, you gain the ability to verify your architectural decisions with mathematical certainty. You can prove exactly why a specific change improved performance, not because a timer said it was faster, but because the branch misprediction rate dropped by 40% or the cache miss rate plummeted. This is the foundation of the software reality check. We don't guess, we audit. We map every high-level abstraction back to the physical reality of the machine. Only then can we distinguish between productive architecture and performance-destroying dogma. The machine never lies. You just have to know how to ask it the right questions.